After wrapping up the G7 summit in Evian, Prime Minister Narendra Modi is in Paris for the final leg of his two-nation visit. In Paris, the Prime Minister will hold further bilateral engagements and attend the VivaTech summit shortly, which is Europe's largest technology and startup event. The Prime Minister is set to attend the key event with French President Emmanuel Macron. According to the Ministry of External Affairs, India will have the largest national pavilion at this year's edition. Prime Minister Modi received a warm welcome from members of the Indian diaspora upon his arrival in Paris. He underscored the importance of the India-France partnership for global progress. Earlier, Prime Minister Modi concluded his engagements at the G7 summit. The Prime Minister held a series of bilaterals on the sidelines of the summit over the past 2 days, and he called them productive. The highlight, of course, was his first in-person meeting with the US President Donald Trump in over a year.
It really starts with the two of us.
Thank you
very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Friends, thank you. Any questions?
Thank you, Mr. President. We just heard the Prime Minister praise your efforts to email peace.
Prime Minister Modi told the US President that the safety and security of lakhs of Indian seafarers is of paramount importance to India.
एक्सेलेंसी, आप जानते हैं कि मैरीटाइम ट्रेड की दुनिया में भारत के लाखों सीफेरर्स आज दुनिया के अलग अलग समुद्र में अपनी सेवाएं दे रहे हैं, विश्व की प्रगति में बहुत बड़ा योगदान दे रहे हैं और मैं समझता हूं कि उनकी सुरक्षा भी उतना ही महत्वपूर्ण है। एक्सेलेंसी, समझौते के लिए शांति के प्रयासों में आपने भरपूर प्रयास किया है। मुझे पूरा विश्वास है कि समझौते में सीफेरर की सुरक्षा भी सुनिश्चित होगी और उसको प्राथमिकता मिलेगी।
It's a rough profession, there's no question about it, and we work together on it. This has been happening throughout time, but we work together on it. Yeah, certainly. We love all of those people. They're great people.
Prime Minister Modi also met with the Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky on the sidelines of the G7 summit. The two leaders discussed efforts to restore trade ties and exchanged views on the situation in Ukraine. Later, in a post on X, PM Modi reiterated India's support for peace in Ukraine. He wrote, and I quote him, "India will always be on the side of peace, placing the values of humanity above all." Our assistant editor for Foreign Affairs, Siddhant Sibal, is joining us live from Geneva, Switzerland. Remember, this is a very crucial summit that the Prime Minister is going to be attending, the VivaTech summit. Let me quickly get an understanding of what we can expect in this summit. Siddhant, you know, this is extremely important as far as tech and startup is concerned, and the VivaTech summit is all about that. We've seen in the last few years how the Modi-led government has focused on tech innovation and a startup culture to be nurtured across the country, and therefore it becomes all the more important for the Prime Minister to be meeting with tech leaders.
Well, yes, VivaTech is Europe's largest tech summit, and the presence of Indian Prime Minister and a large Indian pavilion is symbolic in many ways of the focus India is giving to tech, technology, innovation, startups. In fact, in this tech summit, we will see participation of top tech honchos as well. And all throughout the visit, we have seen focus on that. In fact, the Indian Prime Minister caps his visit with the tech summit, but he also started his visit on a similar subject, that is startups, with Bharat Innovates being inaugurated in Nice. We saw those visuals just over the weekend. It's Thursday now, but those visuals still fresh. But a message of collaboration with France as well. In fact, one of the big announcements after the Nice was that there will be hand-holding of Indian startups so that they get their feet here on European soil. Now, when it comes to the VivaTech, we will see the French president also present along with the Indian Prime Minister, and that shows that how the French side understands the importance of India in matters like technology, innovation, startups, and both sides are looking for more collaboration in this particular domain. After that, the Prime Minister concludes his visit with an address to gathering to an Indian diaspora. This is a permanent fixture on Prime Minister Narendra Modi's foreign visits abroad, and do expect some kind of announcements when it comes to the Indian Prime Minister doing in terms of helping the Indian diaspora. Last time, I remember that the Indian Prime Minister announced that India is going to open a consulate in Marseille, and that of course happened. The consulate in Marseille is expected to play an important role in the India, Middle East, Europe corridor, and later today we could expect announcements like these.
Right, Siddhant. So I'm going to touch base with you once again once the summit happens and the Prime Minister does meet with the top honchos from the tech industry. I'll leave it there. Thank you very much, Siddhant Sibal, for joining us at the moment and getting us an update on Prime Minister Modi's visit in France.